us now. Dee Marshall, life coach and lifestyle expert. I heard you laughing when you were talking about that. It is tough, Dee.
It is
awfully
really tough.
What's the biggest challenge you think people have when trying to make them work?
You know what? I think the biggest challenge in trying to make your New Year's resolution work is that you forget about it. You forget what it is that you said that you wanted to do in the beginning of the year. You know, by the time February comes around, March, I mean, it's past already. You have no idea what it is that you committed to.
So a lot of it, you were talking earlier, you said no intention is like one of the first reasons why people have such a hard time making them stick.
Yeah. And so what that means is that the reason why they don't stick is because we're going through the motion. And so if you really want to have a New Year's resolution stick, you need an intention. You need to be much more deliberate because intention precedes manifestation. So that's more of the mental, the mindset that you need to have before you go into efforting, if you will, efforting whatever it is that you want to change.
So, Dee, one of the other points that you mentioned is nothing to anchor it to, no solid anchor.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
So anchoring means it's your reason why. Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to, quit smoking? Why is it that you want to, work out 3, 4, 5 days a week? You really need to come up with enough reasons not to give up. That's the anchor. It's kind of like a boat, right? The boat, it comes up to the dock. You need to lower an anchor down in order to hold it in place so you can see it. And what happens if you don't lower the anchor? That is the reason why it drifts, right? So by February, March, April, that boat is long gone.
So let's talk about no plan, no map, of how to get there.
That's
is what
right.
You're saying?
That's right. I mean, Antoine, imagine if you're going from here to California. You need a plan. You need to know how you're going to get there. So you need to know what you need to do and when you need to do it and the frequency.
So when we come to talk about the next one, as far as this, I thought was interesting. No accountability. That's pretty important.
That's the biggest thing. So remember in elementary school or all during school, what happened? If you had to do homework, right? But you needed to do the homework, and if you did not do your homework, the teacher held you accountable, right? Even on your job, when you show up here, Antoine, somebody's holding you accountable to make sure you're on the air, you're doing what you need to do, right?
Yeah, they're usually off camera with a ruler. No, I'm just playing.
Right, but you need accountability, and in life, as an adult, we do not have accountability measures in place to hold us to what we say we want.
So, okay, before we go into how to fix that, let's talk about that one for a little bit more. What's the best approach to correcting that one? How would you tell someone who knows that they don't have the accountability in place or to be penalized? What's the best approach to fixing that one?
So that's a good question. That's why I'm in business. So people like me, so I'm a life coach. That's the work that I do.
Yes,
and coaching is an ongoing professional relationship between coach and client to get the client from where they are to where they want to be, holding your hand and holding you accountable. But let's just say you can't do that. You can't afford a coach. What you can do is employ maybe a friend to hold you accountable. And that would look like, if we're friends, you say you want to lose weight, you're asking me to check in with you once a week to make sure that you worked out 3 days a week.
Right.
So it could be somebody in your household. It could be a friend. I mean, literally, you want to have a professional resource, somebody who's unbiased and detached, but what you can do is employ a friend to hold you accountable, and that means check in with you on a regular basis. It can't be monthly. It should be weekly. There should be some specific activity that you have committed to doing, and the accountability is going to hold you to that.
So like a buddy, if you will,
buddy,
or someone, or a life coach, or someone just to help you to share the commitment, I guess.
That's
is what you're saying.
That's right.
Last point you talked about was no reward or penalty to keep you motivated?
That's right. So, again, I go back to, your job, or when you're working, or when you are a child in school. If you did not do your homework, you probably had to go to detention, or there was some sort of penalty. So the same thing for a New Year's resolution. If you don't work out, 3 days a week, or maybe you don't commit to what you say you were going to do, perhaps the penalty that you've put in place is to donate to, let's just say, New York Cares.
Okay.
That you're that's a penalty. Or maybe you're going to sacrifice your, whatever it is that you love to do. Maybe you love to I don't know, go to the spa, let's say once a month, you're going to be penalized. So you no longer can enjoy that as a penalty for not doing what you say that you're going to do.
As far as rewards go, I mean, should you give yourself something at that end? Like if you're trying to lose weight, should a lady buy a dress in the size that she wants to get to, rip all the tags off so she's forced to keep it and not take it back? I've heard that's something to consider.
Well, yeah, I've heard that as well. I'd say maybe treat yourself to a vacation or something that is really yummy, really juicy. I mean, a dress a few sizes smaller, that's good motivation, but a reward. You really want a true reward. That's right. And I would say that the rewards come in milestones. So it's January, maybe there's a reward in February, and then, March, right? At the end of Q1, end of Q2, June, you're going to treat yourself to that vacation, or you're going to buy yourself a great handbag, or maybe a new golf club. So that's what a reward would look like.
A nice tie.
A nice tie. There you go.
Dee, what's your website?
It is www.dcmarshall.com. And I literally have, right now, I'm working with a group of women. It's called The Best Year of Your Life, to hold them accountable to showing up and staying committed throughout the year. And so all that information is at my website. It's www.dcmarshall.com.
And let us know how that's going, too. Want to hear back
from you.
I sure
will. The best year of your life.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you also.